So no doubt you understand the value of diversification. But how the smart money approaches it, the institutions, the college endowments, and so on and so forth, how they approach diversification, what we call risk differentiation, is on a whole different level. The goal is to make a positive return regardless of the market. So this is how we approach it. It's our trademarked investment strategy called the Fiscal House. So if you think about building a portfolio, think about it as building a house. And if you were to build a home, what would you start with? The roof or the foundation? Well, the foundation, obviously, right? So the foundation is probably one of the most critical parts of your fiscal house. And the foundation is what we call protected money. And protected money is simply defined as money you can't lose unless you choose. It's principal protected unless you cash it in early. Now, the antithesis of that is the roof. And the roof is what we call your risk money. And risk money is where the opportunity is. It's the potential growth, potential opportunity, it's the liquidity, the access, but it comes with a string, and that is risk, okay? And in between the roof and the foundation, we have the walls. Now, the walls are not protected like the foundation, but we don't have the risk of the roof. It's insulation, just like your walls at home. In your fiscal house, the walls are insulated from the market and all of its gyrations. We also look for one other key component, and that is income. We want durable income. Maybe you need income in retirement. This is a great place to receive it. Or maybe you just want a little more certainty in the growth of your portfolio. Another reason why the walls are a key component of your total fiscal house.
So you may be wondering, how much should you have in each level of the fiscal house? Well, we follow a century-old rule called the prudent investor rule. And this rule basically says, how much would a prudent investor have at risk in retirement? So the prudent investor rule basically says this. Their general guideline is you take the number 100 and you subtract your age. So 100 minus your age. And that represents, from a percentage standpoint of your total fiscal house, how much you would have at risk. So for instance, if you're 65 years old, the most you would have is 35% of your total savings and investments that you could lose due to forces outside of your control. Okay. In the walls, typically we want to see a number of about 20 to 30%. This may be higher or lower depending on your unique situation and what your goals are in retirement and your need for this durable income that we discussed earlier. And finally, rounding out the foundation, that's the other third. And this is money that you want to make sure is there for you, that isn't taken. And it's not lost due to forces that are outside of your control. It's there for you to support your overall fiscal house for years and years and years to come.
Yeah, I think the key lasting point is it should be tailored to you. There's no such thing as a cookie cutter investment plan that's right for all types of people, background, and goals. Really, it should be tailored to you, but those are some great guidelines to start with.